Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by a dense, enchanted forest, there lived a curious little girl named Tilly. Tilly loved exploring, and her favorite place to wander was the edge of the magical forest, where she often found interesting rocks, colorful leaves, and the occasional hidden path. One sunny afternoon, Tilly discovered something unusual, a crumpled, old map sticking out from under a large rock. The map was covered in strange symbols and marked with an X in the middle of the forest. Tilly's heart raced with excitement. Could this be a treasure map? Without a second thought, Tilly ran back to the village to show the map to her best friend, Benny. Benny was a smart boy who loved solving puzzles, and together, they knew they could uncover the secret of the map. Benny studied the map carefully, tracing the lines with his finger. "I think this is a map of the enchanted forest," he said. "Look, the X marks a spot deep in the woods. That must be where the treasure is hidden." The next morning, armed with a backpack full of supplies and their trusty map, Tilly and Benny set off on their adventure. They followed the path into the forest, past towering trees and over bubbling brooks. As they ventured deeper, the forest grew darker and more mysterious, but Tilly and Benny were not afraid. They were determined to find the treasure. After hours of walking, they came to a clearing. In the center was a large, ancient tree with twisted roots and branches that seemed to reach out to the sky. Tilly looked at the map and then at the tree. "This is it. The X marks this spot," she exclaimed. Together, Tilly and Benny began searching around the tree. They dug at the base of the trunk, pushed aside leaves and twigs, and even looked up into the branches. But there was no treasure in sight. Just as they were about to give up, Benny noticed something strange. One of the roots had a small keyhole hidden beneath the dirt. "Look, Tilly. Maybe this is the key to finding the treasure," Benny said excitedly. But they didn't have a key. Tilly thought hard and remembered the old stories her grandmother used to tell about the enchanted forest. "In the forest, it's not always about finding what you're looking for," her grandmother had said. "Sometimes, it's about understanding what's right in front of you." Tilly suddenly had an idea. She reached into her backpack and pulled out a small, smooth stone she had found earlier. The stone had a unique shape, almost like a key. Carefully, Tilly placed the stone into the keyhole, and to their amazement, it fit perfectly. The ground beneath the tree began to tremble, and with a soft rumble, a hidden door opened at the base of the tree. Tilly and Benny peeked inside and saw a small wooden chest, glowing with a soft, golden light. With trembling hands, Tilly opened the chest. Inside, they found something truly magical, a golden acorn, shimmering with light, and a note that read, "The greatest treasures are not always made of gold and jewels. This acorn holds the power to grow a tree that will provide shelter, food, and beauty for generations. Use it wisely." Tilly and Benny realized that this treasure was far more valuable than any riches they could imagine. They took the golden acorn back to their village, where they planted it in the center of the town square. Within days, the acorn sprouted, and a beautiful tree began to grow. It grew taller and stronger each day, its branches providing shade for everyone, its fruit feeding the hungry, and its beauty bringing joy to all who saw it. The tree became the heart of the village, a symbol of the kindness and wisdom that Tilly and Benny had shown in their adventure. And from that day on, the villagers lived happily, knowing that the greatest treasures are those that bring joy and help to others. Moral of the story: true treasures are not found in gold or jewels, but in the kindness and wisdom we share with others.